Did you know that Joe Biden just called all Trump supporters garbage?
In my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
I'm not even going to get mad at old Joe here. The reason? He's senile. The problem that I have with this is those that allow him to remain in power, or at least as a figurehead in charge of the free world in the United States. This man who speaks like a toddler learning how to speak treated under pressure is still at the helm, president of the United States. They didn't 25th amend him as they constitutionally should have. This is the Democrat Party. They have their puppets. Joe Biden is a non-cognoscente puppet. Kamala Harris might be even dumber than Joe Biden.
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
The challenge is the corruption that this demonstrates of the Democrat Party. Look, this is bad politically. This shows generally what's in Joe Biden's heart. Maybe it's just the mind being activated and running on fumes. But in general, it shows how the Democrats are allowed to have also a double standard, because you know that if a Republican said this about Democrats, it would be all over the media and they'd be up in arms, almost as if it was a Nazi rally held at Madison Square Garden by Donald Trump. It's 1939 when the original American Nazi Party held their rally there. Again, Joe Biden, he's not there. The problem is that he's still in power. The problem is that he's still able to get out there and speak on behalf of the most powerful nation in the world. Do you really think that we're not the laughing stock, allowing weakened Bidens to remain? And then we have this idiot who's running, who has never earned a delegate. In 2019, the Democratic Party rejected her despite all her advantages of free press, being totally behind her, being a black woman, Indian woman, however she deems herself on the day, at the perfect time. She was so bereft of substance that the Democrats said, no thank you, Comrade Kamala. And now, today, once again, we are learning what happens when we hire people based not on merit, but based on what we can do with them, based on the fact that they're manipulatable. And DEI falls right into it, which is why we now have Kamala very possibly becoming the next president of the United States. But the Democrat double standard, once again, with Joey B and his ability to call Americans garbage, Trump supporters garbage, I think that's worse than calling us deplorables. Don't you? Garbage, I think, is a step below. But go ahead and get insulted over and over again at a comedian who calls Puerto Rico, which has massive amounts of garbage on the island physically, garbage. Go ahead and run that all through the media, but they won't once announce this in the New York Times. They will not run with this in the Washington Post. And maybe they're excused, but not for allowing Joe Biden to remain in power. These people are hypocrites, they're evil, and they're out there for one thing: the ability to control you and to decide where your sons and daughters go to die in war, and to print up more money and give it to their cronies. F these people, vote for Donald Trump. I don't think I'm garbage. I don't think you're garbage either. Vote that way. Get the garbage out of office. Peace.